What's up, Talk Nation? This is Chanel, and you are now listening to the Chanel Talks podcast. So, what's up? What's up? Today is Saturday. Y'all know it's about to be popping. It's the weekend. You better find you something exciting to do because guess what? Summer is almost here, and the kids is almost out of school. We literally have only like 2 or 3 weeks away, and then summer break, guys. I am so excited. I have children, as y'all know. In my I talked about that in my previous podcast. And if you are new listening to the Chanel Talk podcast, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, it's almost summer break. Can't wait until those babies get out of school. It's gonna be lit. Hot mom summer, period. Let's go. Shit. A lot of you mothers need to get out. A lot of y'all mothers need to get out this summer. Take them kids to the beach. Take them kids to the park. Get out this summer. Parks and recs be popping all summer. They got all kind of activities for the kids. I don't want to hear no moms crying talking about they had a horrible summer when you could literally take them kids out all summer, go take a walk. Stop being lazy. Go to the beach. Hot mom summer all summer. And hot girl summer. Get your ass up out of there. And fucking let's go party. Period. It's a lot of things coming up this summer. Everybody needs to enjoy them outdoors. It's going to be lit. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of kids, y'all know how I love to watch Instagram. Y'all know. And I came across this very sad story. And I was thinking to myself, where is the Black Lives Matter when you really need them the most? Where are they? I mean, it's just like, wow. Okay, so there's this girl. I told myself I'm not going to expose any more people, but I feel like this is good exposure and I do want to put her name out there. And I want you guys to be aware about what's going on because not that many is talking about how people are getting wrongly convicted enough. Like a lot of our black men is being wrongly convicted. We didn't see Kim Kardashian literally on the Kardashians is like trying to change prison reform. We didn't seen her go to the White House and she's trying to put like therapists and things in the prison so when people get out they can have a better life and they can get that second chance because she believes in second chances. But mainly her goal is to get out people who's just doing too much time for stuff that they don't need to be time in their like doing because they're overly doing the time. That's her main goal and she tries to get people out and they try to get them second chances and things like that. You can check her out on her own page, but my whole thing is why as black and brown people we are still with Black Lives Matter and things like that. I understand when people die, we protest when they get when they're get deceased by the police, because that's what I'm going to say. When they get deceased by the police and they and the police is beating them to death and things like that, we're going out there, we're protesting because we're getting hurt, we're dying and things like that. So it's just like, dang, we do protest and stuff, but what about other people that are going to court and they're getting wrongfully accused? Like, why isn't the Black and Brown Lives Matter community not taking those into place? And then also, I'm gonna say her name in a second, but it's like, what happened to all these programs that's supposed to be in place that's supposed to stop people from being wrongly accused? And when these judges and when these police have and these CPS workers don't have any evidence, like, what are we really supposed to be doing about this, like, as black and brown community? Because this is one of the reasons why we have the Black Lives Matter, right? Is to, stop the police and the justice system for doing black and browns wrong, you know? And my heart goes out to this young lady, man. I feel for her. I'm a mother. She's disabled and her name is Paris Sky. We all need to say her name because this is a very heartbreaking story. 5 months ago, she got her kid took, okay, by a CPS worker. The CPS worker basically came to her location or wherever she was at, I believe in her home. I don't really know the whole story of the matter, but she got approached by a CPS worker. I don't know if it was in her home. She was out and about. I don't know where, but she got approached. Okay? And I think it was in her home. The CPS worker basically gave her a fake court order and was like, "Yeah, the judge told us to take away this child." The court never even signed no paperwork on this lady or anything. Um, they didn't have nothing. No judge signed or anything. And basically, yeah, so this CPS worker said, "Oh yeah, I gotta take away your son, blah blah blah." Now, this mother is disabled. She's in a wheelchair. She's been relearning how to walk again. Not sure what's her medical conditions, but she's in a wheelchair. And so she just does have disabilities. And so, anyways, the CPS worker come up with the fake court order, basically, because they saying that it was never signed. It is a court order, but it was never signed. Nobody issued it to the CPS worker, and we don't even know who gave her the CPS worker a case. But yeah, they came up with her and took her son and removed him from the home. And so Paris did not want to give up her child. She was putting up a fight, and she's like, "No, you're not gonna take away my son, as any other mother would. We'd be fighting for our kids. Like, you're not about to come up in here and take my kid away. Who are you? Like, I don't know you. You ain't come up in here with no police, blah blah blah." So the CPS worker called the police and was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to take care of this child. She's not letting me take the child, and I need to take the child away." Well, the police come and they're all like, um, "We don't see any neglect here. We don't see any, pretty much any, child abuse, any kind of form, of child abuse, neglect. We don't really see that." Um, Well, CPS still takes her child away, and police made a statement basically saying, like, "We didn't see anything wrong with the child. The child was in perfect good health. There's nothing wrong with this child, blah, blah, blah." CPS takes the child away, okay? They end up in court. So while they in court, the police is basically saying all these things, like, "We don't see any harm, blah, 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 blah." My whole thing is, to the judge that's doing this case. My whole thing is, if you knew that Paris, and this is for the judge in Texas, Dallas, that's doing the Paris Sky case. This is a message to the judge personally from me. If you knew that the police did not find her neglectful, why didn't you drop the case and let that baby go home with her mother? That is my message to the judge that's working on the Paris Sky case right now. If you knew that the police did not say, they put in the report, "We didn't see anything wrong. The child wasn't being neglected. The child was being very well taken care of. We don't know who this CPS worker is. She didn't really have the right information, the proper court order to serve this lady. Why wasn't the case dropped, and why that child did not go back with his mother?" And my message, and this is my message for Black Lives Matter. When some stuff really go down, why does it take for a person to die for us to really get out there, protest, and help Black and brown people? Why do something have to be wrong? Why are we waiting until it is too late? Why? And it is too late because this child is still in the system. This lady have went to not only one or two court dates, she went to several court dates, and she still don't have her child back. What is going on here? I'm just saying, as black and brown people, we need to really do better. We can't wait until somebody passes. We can't wait until things get so out of control that the person can't get come back from it. I don't understand why this woman didn't get her child back. Like that's very disturbing. And then on top of that is trauma. Isn't our whole goal in the black and brown community to stop certain traumas within us? Like we keep on saying, you need a better man. We need to stop letting men, get away with leaving their kids and not taking care of their kids and um, you know, creating broken homes. We're talking about it all through social media. All through social media, we're talking about how men isn't present in the home. Kids are getting left without a dad, and this creating this trauma and that trauma. But isn't it way more trauma for this woman to be in court and this child that's so young? He's literally like a toddler. He's literally not even in school yet. He's not even in school yet age. He missed all these months with not being with his mom. That's trauma for a kid. You're a young kid, little, don't understand life. Your mom was there loving you, protecting you, holding you. Because this lady looked like she was a very good mother. Like she got videos and things like that of her caring for her child, kissing her child, in her wheelchair, pushing her child in a stroller. It looked like this lady is a beast, like a beast mom, a superhero mom. Like these are the people that we call superheroes in real life, in real time. You're up in a wheelchair, you pushing your baby, you taking him to the park. He's being a normal kid, and then you got CPS worker who didn't even do her job right. And then you got this judge keep asking this woman to come back and forth to court, and you have no evidence. Isn't this against the law? Like what? Like let's think about it. And and where's the laws to stop all the shenanigans? Because all of this is shenanigans. And how many black men and brown men, Hispanic men are in jail for being wrongfully accused? And how many black and brown people are getting women are and mothers and fathers and things like that getting their kids took? Do you know I go across stories all the time? People say they was living in the car with their kid and they didn't have the resources and they had to sleep in their car and their kids get took. Shouldn't there be like certain laws for me? I think if you're homeless, personally, I don't think your kids should be took. I think they should personally take you in and find you somewhere and tell you to do a program. I don't feel like your kid should be took at that point. I think that's wrong. Like if you're homeless and you got your kid took and you sleeping in the car and things like that, I don't think your kid should be took. I think it should be CPS job to find that family somewhere to go so the kids won't be took. Because isn't I mean, I understand there's neglectful parents, right? And you have those crazy parents out there that go to jail. Like I've seen on social media with some crazy parents where the boyfriend is abusing the his stepson. That's not even his son. Cigarette burns. I mean, we all done seen this stuff on Netflix, on the news. I mean, they literally have TV shows where they show these kids, they locking them in the basement and things like that. That's when you're supposed to get some kids took. But like, where's the laws in place when you didn't even do anything wrong and then you just homeless or sleeping in your car or things like that? Why is it okay for social services to take those kids away if those people are sleeping in a car? Shouldn't you help everybody? Shouldn't social services should want to keep families together instead of ripping families apart? And this is and then on top of that, this have nothing to even do with black or brown people because those black and brown they wasn't even black and brown. The people that I'm talking about that was sleeping in a car and pretty much they got their kid took. I seen that on social media as well. And they wasn't even black or brown. So, like, what can CPS do that's better? Honestly, we need a better system. We need a better system of police. We need a better system of um CPS workers, and we need a better judges. Because why is this woman still going to court for things that she didn't even do? She didn't even commit a crime. And I bet you one thing, that making that lady take all these parenting classes, all this necessary bull, she got to go through all these steps for what? She wasn't even neglectful. Because she's paralyzed in a wheelchair, y'all holding this lady's son? That's not right. And then to say, oh, you can only see your child for 3 hours every single week. Why do the mother have to such great punishment? Why do the child have to suffer such great punishment for things that they didn't even do? 3 hours out of the whole week, you're only allowed to see your son. Why is she being punished? This makes me so sad. It makes me want to cry because it feels like the world is not doing everything in their power to, one, end racism, for two, stop the crimes, for three, hold these people really accountable. Defunding the police department and all these things is not working. Clearly, it's not working. Because why is this stuff continuing to go on? In a blink of an eye, your kid can be took and nobody's there to help you. And why isn't Black Lives Matter helping this lady in the heart of Dallas, Texas? Now, we all know Texas is just like California, just like New York. They're one of the top cities that everybody goes to go to. They throw parties there all the time. A lot of celebrities are in Dallas, Texas. Why isn't nobody helping this lady, and why y'all not getting out there protesting for this girl? Oh my God. And I will say her name, Paris Sky. Go look her up on social media. Look her up on Instagram. That's where I seen her at, Instagram. Follow her page right now because something needs to happen. Why is nobody being accountable, and why isn't this judge giving her kid back? It's insane. The lady didn't even do anything wrong. They said they didn't find her neglectful. They don't see any harm. They didn't see no harm or physical abuse on the kid. They feel like everything was perfectly fine. Why is this woman and her child suffering like this? This is neglect on the police department. This is neglect to the judge. And this is neglect to the social services. Shame on you. We're supposed to be depending on you to keep us safe, okay, from murderers, child molesters, and serial killers and thieves. And you're supposed to be keeping our world safe. We're supposed to be able to depend on you. Do you understand? A police and all these courts and a CPS worker, your job are very, very important in the world. Do you hear me? Very important in the world. And then meanwhile, you guys are doing stuff like this, and it is disgusting. It's disgusting to watch and see. Why are you tearing up this little baby family? And why isn't he only seeing he's a toddler? He's not, it's only so much that he's going to remember with his mom, and then he's going to be in system. Why are you tearing these people's lives apart? This is this young woman's first baby. This is her first child. This woman probably never even had a baby before. That is trauma. It is trauma, and it's disgusting to see. Oh my God. Y'all go please follow Paris Sky right now. Paris Sky on Instagram, please. Follow and donate. She has a donation thing going on GoFundMe, and please go help her support, pay for these lawyers, because Black Lives Matter ain't doing it. Black Lives Matter ain't showing no concern, and they just been letting it go on because this been on Dallas, Texas news. It's been all over the news. And it's like, why is it taking me to say something? Usually, I don't know. Usually if what's his name, D.L. Hughley or Tyrese, if they would have came across the story, and you know what, I might send them this story because they be on social media all the time. I'm not sure celebrities, they rarely check DMs. I don't know if they do. They say they do, but clearly they don't even be reading mine because I be in a lot of celebrity DMs, and they clearly don't ever check my DMs or message me. If I was a celebrity, huge celebrity, I definitely will be texting my fans back and on social media and things like that. But they don't ever do because they don't ever say nothing to me. I guess they're too busy. I don't know. But it's like, yeah, I don't understand why isn't nobody doing anything to help this woman. Also, if you would like to become a part of the Talk Nation family, we are accepting bookings. If you would like to come on my podcast, my link is in my bio, and also you can go social media Gmail at Chanel Talks Booking at gmail.com. Be a part of Chanel Talks family today by joining me, my podcast, and then if you want free advertisement, I am doing that as well. Also, Chanel Talks has merch, link in my bio, and if you feel like you need therapy or better TV, link in my bio. The subscriptions are there, and you're welcome to join those subscriptions. And if you would like me to talk about a certain topic, you can also comment down below, leave a comment, and tell me what you want to me to talk about, or just put a heart in the comment and become a part of the Talk Nation family with Chanel Talks, because Chanel Talks podcast is all about learning new resources. And if you want to bring us attention on some resources, please do so. I have links, and you could become a part of the Talk Nation today. And so back to what I was saying. I think this is just disgusting, guys. My heart goes out to you, Paris. I'm praying for you each and every day. And as a mother, it just breaks my heart because I know this is trauma for you and your son. This is your first son, your first Mother's Day, and with him being alive, or fourth Mother's Day with him being alive and things like that. And it's just like your child is small, you know, and it's just so heartbreaking to see, being the first time mom, that your kid gets taken away from you at a very young age. And I want to say, on behalf of the Black and brown community, I am so sorry because it seems like we failing you. I know that you have a pretty good team, and I know there's Black and brown people on your team, and they're trying to get that baby back to you as soon as possible. And shame on the judge, the court out there in Dallas, Texas. I am very disappointed. And shame on the judge. Like, I feel like if there was no evidence found, I felt like maybe she should have got her kid back, and then continue going to court until proven otherwise. I don't know why they're holding her baby. If there was no evidence found, that child should have been brought back, and she should have continued going to court, or the child could get took again. That's how that should have worked. But just to take her child and then 3 hours a week see her child, I don't think that's right at all. I'm feeling for you. I am so happy that I did brung this to my podcast because it didn't seem like nobody was talking about it. All I seen was you on social media crying out to people like my baby has been took, and you crying, and I felt your pain. And here on Chanel Talks podcast, we support you. I support you. And yeah, I hope that you get the justice that you deserve. And I'm gonna need you to sue CPS. I'm gonna need you to sue CPS because when you get your child back and everything, big huge lawsuit, because and I'm sorry, sue the judge because That judge should have ordered that baby get back to you until you was proven to be unfit, and you have never been proven to be unfit. And I don't understand why these people with higher authorities thinking they can just keep your child. And what are the laws? I don't know the Texas laws, but I'm pretty sure this is illegal. And shame on Black Lives Matter for not going to every court date and protesting. Because this is a shame. I wish I lived in Dallas, Texas, because I probably would have started the protest with you and been out there. And because this is just disturbing, disgusting, and I am just so sorry. I am so sorry that our community, our black and brown community can't, really be there for you and do better. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we really have failed you as black and brown people for this people to just take away your kid and you just not getting your kid back is disgusting and trauma on that child. And that's what social services is failing to see, that there is no justice here. There is no justice for this child. You're traumatizing this child. Give this child back his mama right now. Now, immediately, give this child back to his mama. He's a toddler. Why are y'all traumatizing these black and brown kids? Taking away their parents? That is traumatizing. And you wondering why we have a failed system of all these black and brown communities in the jail system. Half of it is because of you. You're the wrongful people that's doing this. Y'all are doing this to black and brown people all across America. Y'all need to stop. Seriously, we're sick of it. Our black sisters and brown sisters is sick of you guys taking away our people, our men. Let's talk about it. Our damn men, our women suffering. This is not okay. Anyway, I got a little carried away because I was pissed about this story. And I had to get this story out because I was just so hurt. And it just made me in tears, guys. I was really crying because it was just like, damn, what if that happened to me? It can happen to anybody. And for the people that don't have kids, it can happen to you. And then what if somebody's not there for you? How would you feel? You would be upset. You would be torn apart. You would be traumatized. And your kid would be traumatized because as little humans, all they want is mommy and daddy. They don't want nobody else. And that little boy right now, he's a toddler. He is probably so confused about what's going on. His emotions is all over the place and they traumatizing this little boy. And after this little boy probably is going to have to need therapy because he's little. He's still a baby. He only been on the earth for 4 years. He's still so little and fragile. Thank you for listening to the Chanel Talks podcast. Until next time, bye.